All right, I thought I'd do a video this week about Lee Moses. As I was researching this guy, I really had a hard time finding much about his life. He was truly what you might call an obscure artist. Born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1941, Lee Moses was a self taught guitarist and vocalist. He came up in the vibrant late 60s Atlanta soul scene, which was kind of defined by like raw, emotional R&B sounds. His first band, the Showstoppers, was a true local legend. They became the house band for the Royal Peacock Lounge, a destination venue for much of the soul music happening at that time. But while his roots were in that scene, his vision was different. He didn't just sing soul, he played a very raw, fuzz-laden guitar. That was more aligned with the rock and roll happening at that time than the smooth sounds of his contemporaries. And this ultimately created a major marketing problem for him. His journey as a solo artist culminated in his only full length album that was released in 1971, which you might know it was called Time and Place. A fitting title, actually. This record is a masterclass in like passionate, gritty soul. It's the sound that should have been a massive hit, but it didn't really fit into any kind of commercial category. It was too raw for the mainstream soul radio and too funky for rock audiences. It was a masterpiece without a market. Disillusioned by the sort of music industry, I guess, Lee Moses largely disappeared from the public eye. This is where his story takes a fascinating turn. The great American writer Charles Bukowski once offered advice to creators with a simple, profound message: don't try. He wasn't suggesting laziness, but rather an authenticity born from the lack of concern for fame or fortune. It's about letting the art come from an internal, pure place. For decades, Lee's music existed in that very place of not trying. He was an obscure figure, a holy grail for record collectors. And this very obscurity became the vessel for his rediscovery. In the world of Northern soul and crate digging, there's a deep value placed on finding and sharing forgotten music. It's a subculture built on the ideas that commercial hits aren't the only ones that matter. The true genius can exist just below the surface. And that's exactly what happened as these European and American crate diggers unearthed Time and Place. They introduced Lee Moses' music to a new generation who didn't care about genre boundaries. Today, thanks to that grassroots rediscovery, there are interviews with his family and collaborators that filmmakers made, and his music is finally being celebrated for what it is. A pioneering and deeply revered work of art that was simply ahead of its time. Lee may not have become the superstar that he should have been in his lifetime, but his music has secured his place as a pioneer. His story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the most enduring art is not created for the masses, it's created for its own sake, encouraging us to dig a little deeper and find the good stuff.